And welcome, boys, to another Friday Night Racing League for the Cobra Kai. Boys, the Xfinity boys here, straight from the city that never sleeps, Las Vegas Speedway. Welcome again, guys. We got the old pal Butters. I believe we're going to have Chase, and I also believe Luce is with us here tonight. I see him in the party.
I'm here, my man. How are you?
Luce, how you doing? Good, my man.
Good.
Good. So, just letting us know that before we get going here in Xfinity tonight, that we're, like I said again, we're running the Las Vegas Speedway. Also, the Cup and is also at the same track tonight. So we're gonna have a double hitter here at Las Vegas. What's your thoughts on this, Luce?
Oh man, I'm excited. Uh, this is another awesome track. I think there's gonna be some potential to be the best race of the season. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just think these guys are everything's amping up, kind of getting close to making a playoff push. It's gonna be fun.
Right, right. And like I said, we're turning it up a little bit here before the playoffs start, and a bunch of us guys here with the board of directors is just a little, a little thing coming down the pipeline. We've been working hard this past week on our all-star setup for this week. It's going to be
Oh yeah.
exciting. We ain't got, we're not going to let too much out of the bag, but just letting everybody know that one part of the all-star is an open, and that's going to be open for all roster drivers with Cobra Kai. So that's going to be an exciting race for sure.
Oh, I think the guys are gonna be excited. It's gonna be one of those little relax races, even just like in real life, how they just excuse me, get to go out there and have fun and just maybe kind of showcase a little extra talent instead of being tippy toe, like when you're racing for points and stuff like that. So it's it'll be good. I'm excited about it.
Right, like I said, just mentioning a little bit. We wanted to make that open. The main All Star race is going to be, obviously our past winners, pole sitters, points guys with the Cup guys. But like I said, that's why we want to make these Xfinity guys part of it somehow, and giving them. We're going to be giving up 5 spots for the Open to
Hmm.
join into the All Star thing. So, like I said, it's a chance to showcase some of these. We know, like I said, we know the talent's deep down there. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see what some of these guys some and make some noise.
Yep, I completely agree. I think that we've talked a little bit amongst ourselves, and I think the Open has the chance to kind of be a really big opener, almost kind of maybe have a little bit more excitement than the rest of the All-Star race, right? I mean, you kind of see that in real life too. These guys are just going to be going for it, want their chance to be in with the big dogs and showcase what they got.
Right, right, and yeah. So a little bit more on that. Like I said, there'll be some future announcements coming on the whole how the plan was going to go down and what we're thinking and the schedule's going to be. A little shout out for Let Loose there, or not Loose. Sorry, buddy, that's you. A little shout out to the sauce. He was kind of he's kind of taking that by his hand a little bit there, and he was pushing for that All Star thing. It was something that
Yeah.
was kind of like, I was like, yeah, All Star, them are cool, but I wasn't really too. But then between you and Luce, they brought a really good thing to the table, and it was like, yeah, well, fuck it, let's go for it.
Yeah, I think did he was kind of talking that he might have a little bit more of a bigger announcement as far as a little bit more details on Sunday, or I might have read something wrong, but
Well, right. That's why I said I don't want to let too much out because
yeah,
he's kind of the mainstay behind this, and he's like I said, just look forward to look at the chats, Discord, Facebook Messenger. I believe there's going to be some more of a more official announcement coming out this Sunday. So,
yeah. Are
but
they started qualifying yet, Butters?
I do not believe they have yet. I know the lobby was
Okay,
set up, and I know uh, I seen Mike send some invites. Did you get an invite from him?
I haven't yet, so
Okay, we'll have to. I will shoot a message.
Yeah, I think this Vegas race has tons of potential. I mean, last week Chicago, what the heck? Kind of just had one of these little, I wouldn't really call it barn burners. We didn't have anybody, nose to tail at the line or anything, but all of a sudden just a couple of different strategies came playing through, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a very entertaining race. Like you said, it was like, we had some tight racing up front. There was a few lead changes. We didn't know for a while there was like who was going to pull this race off. We had a couple cars up front be stout early, and then we had a couple in the middle of the race that moved up. But yeah, it was a very exciting race from last week. That was very exciting to watch and broadcast it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've said all year, the Xfinity series, these guys have yet to disappoint yet racing. So,
No, no.
um, but yeah, as we're just kind of waiting for invites to come. I don't know if they're qualifying yet or what's going on. Looked pretty promising when I started.
I was gonna say I took a couple notes here.
Yeah,
Uh, Last week we had an awesome one on fuel mileage. We were just talking about how Chicago kind of turned into that. Um, Drunk Fest was P2, Draven P3, Monster was, I believe, fourth. That kind of rounds out the top finishers. I know we had some really good, strong cars up there. Blue Sky had a top 5. Funky had a top 10. Hadn't seen him run in a little while. So, kind of wondering if we're going to see the same names. I know that Vegas is a completely different track than Chicagoland. It's actually, would you consider it to be one of the tougher mile and a halves that are on the schedule?
I don't know so much about being tougher, loose, but I mean, personally, I enjoy racing Las
Oh, I do
Vegas.
too.
It's
Yep.
it's probably one of my top 3 tracks I like to race on this game. So, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I feel comfortable at this track. So I don't know if it is a tougher mile and a half. Not for me, it ain't, because there's a lot of other mile and a half tracks that I do struggle at. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Vegas is a very
And
fun track for me.
it is, and maybe that's kind of what makes it tough in a way too. There's a lot of people. It can be competitive. Um, there is multiple lines here. You do kind of see people make a second line work, especially in 1 and 2. Um, Maybe not so much in 3 and 4. You can make it work, but tire fall off here is pretty big. Normally, you don't make a fuel run. I did a little bit of practice in here, and you'll be surprised to see, unless people really push their equipment, it'd be hard for them to make a fuel run on tires. We've seen that before, so maybe that comes into play tonight. It's not just all, well, it might not be a fuel mileage thing, might be blown tires, people conserving tire. I mean, there's all sorts of different things that could go on.
Right, exactly. I mean, like when I've raced at Las Vegas, I've always tried to set up for that second groove up top. I don't know. I always was able to get my car to be better off on that side. I've tried the low side,
Yeah,
but like I said, that's what's exciting. You can pick that. You got 2 grooves. I don't expect to see like a freight train or anything.
nope. I think it's gonna be tight battling, and I think a little bit I think will be track position. Even though you probably can pass here better than maybe some places, but you're still gonna have to be patient. You don't want to get yourself in trouble and ruin your race.
Right. So I was just looking at the YouTube chat here, and our normal our normal commenter here on YouTube, old Blakey T, he's all pumped. He's saying "Viva Las Vegas."
There you go. That's what we like to see. The own drivers are excited to be here, right? I mean, maybe it's if you've ever been to Vegas. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I mean, heck, the neon lights, the energy, the risk, the gamble. I mean, that's what these guys might be doing tonight, right? I mean, they're pumped up, ready to go for it.
Right, exactly. And we even got one of the Cup guys, Marini, chimed in. He's excited. He's excited to watch this. He says it's going to be fun. He says it's going to be fun.
Good, Good.
And it's always good. It's funny. We actually get more guys tuning into the Xfinity race than we do Cup race.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is probably some of the Cup guys watching, but hey, it's awesome. These guys will sit and watch a stream and stuff. So, but Blakey T says that they're loading in for qualifying, so I'm gonna
Okay.
see.
That's fine, as long as we're not. I was thinking I was running a little late, so that's why I jumped in and was just gonna make sure that we had everything squared away. The other thing I got down here in my notes, I'm curious to see what pole will be. I think it's possible that our pole sitter could be running a 30, maybe like a 30.8.9. If not, it's going to be like a 31 flat. The other thing, when I was running some laps here this week, just to try and grab a grasp on what these guys are going to be going through, because, running Cup, you might not be as familiar with the Xfinity. Tire fall off is huge. I had noticed anywhere from a half second all the way up to 1 second by the end of a tire run. So, and that could be, I didn't really mess with the setup. I kind of had just thrown a slider in there just to try and get an idea of it. And
Right, for sure, for sure.
What's up, y'all?
Well, what do we got here? Hey, it looks like we got Clay joining us here. We're going to have Clay here for the Xfinity race?
I guess.
That sounds good, buddy. Hey, we got we got to be a new partner for me tonight in the Cup race. We got broadcaster Clay. Looks like he's joined us here a little earlier wants to come into the Xfinity race with us, which is great. More than welcome. And I want to be the first one to say, Clay, well, welcome back.
Oh yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've done anything related with this league. It's been since about mid-October since I've done anything, so it's good to be back.
Right. I'm glad to have you back for sure. We were just me and Luce are just kind of going a little over some notes for the Xfinity race here tonight, with the boys being at Las Vegas, and Luce is just touching on some possible what pole times he's thinking and some strategies and stuff. We're waiting to be invited in after qualifying, so
You'll have to send me that invite.
yeah, we for sure will get one for you.
Just want to double check. My mic sound is good, right?
Yeah, we're sounding you loud and clear, buddy.
Gotcha.
So as I said, as we're waiting here patiently, I don't know what the hold up is, if there's an issue. But yeah, so going back to a little bit, like I said, I don't know if you're 100% sure, Clay. Both leagues are both nights. I should take that back. Both leagues are running Xfinity, Las Vegas here tonight. So we're gonna have a double hitter at Las Vegas between the Xfinity and Cup cars. So
I see.
do you have? I know you've ran. I know you've driven. Gotten in and driving, and you've been pretty good. Is this what's your opinion on Las Vegas?
To my recollection, I've only ran Vegas once, and I believe it was in trucks. I can't even remember what league it was, but Vegas is kind of a tougher track than most people think it is. I think it's one of the more difficult mile and a halves out there, and it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of just feels like that the truck. I know trucks normally get particularly tight for me at Vegas as the runs go on, but as far as Xfinity goes, it's going to be really interesting for me to see how these Xfinity cars and Cup cars handle it. Right,
and like I said, it is like kind of what you're saying. The cars do two different cars between the Xfinity and the Cup. They do handle quite a bit different, but. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what some of these guys are going to be able to pull off. I know this, like I said, is going to be your first Xfinity race I don't know how many names you're actually going to recognize, but we've been talking all year that this Xfinity League is pretty stout. There's some pretty pretty tough drivers down there, and there's a few that actually easily could be running up in the Cup. So, like I said, if you need any, I don't know, there's guys like Awesome, Mike G, Forensic. I don't know if any of these guys ring a bell to you.
I don't believe they do.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get y'all some invites before I hop out of here.
Sounds good, Chase. Chase,
Actually,
are
I'll
you
stay in
going to be joining
here.
us tonight?
I will be in and out. Yes, I will.
Can you make sure you send Luce and Clay invite also, please?
Yep, I just got all three of y'all, three of them.
Perfect, my man.
I will tell y'all when to join. Don't join yet.
Sounds good. Do you happen to catch who won the poll?
Your poll winner is Blakey T.
Blakey T pulls up. Did you catch a time?
The time is... He ran a 30.994.
So Luce was really close on that. He was talking about wondering if in the Xfinity if the pole sitter was going to run a sub 31. So he was
He is
talking
the
about
only
that.
one that had one. Drunkfest is outside pole with Mike G third.
Got it. And also, I think we got joined in. We got Brinkerhoff. He's going to be, I believe, our in-race reporter tonight.
Your beliefs are correct.
Yes, Mr. Brinkerhoff. He's part of the. Everybody you need to know he's part of the East Coast Mafia. So.
I'm hiding out in the countryside. So, the stipulation is, y'all guys are my crew chief.
Oh, that is the stipulation.
I'll be asking questions, and the viewers, they can chime in their... Because if I made a decision last week, I would have ended up in a better spot. But I did two. I tried to save fuel, and then I had to pit.
Right, that was... Yeah, you had the right... You did have a strong car last week, Brink. I mean, you were...
I did. I would have been top 3 or 4.
Right, for sure. So, what's your opinion on Las Vegas, there, Brink? Is it a yay or nay for you, or do you use it?
It's a yay. It's Chicago, little brother. You know, it's fast like Chicago. It's a little tighter than Chicago, but you can get loose off of turn 2, but you can fly through 3 and 4 into that tri-oval area. So it's a fun track for me. I love it. You snag a little of that draft. You pull up that's alongside somebody. You side draft them down in the corner number 1. You gotta decide if you're gonna be a high or a low guy. You know.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said, kind of was saying what Clay was talking a little bit before. He said he's ran one race. He thinks might have ran one race at Vegas in the trucks, but kind of saying the same opinion. Like you're kind of saying as far as how you can run, and there is that second groove, and it should be a very interesting. I like watching races where there's multiple grooves, and when it's just not a freight train along the bottom. That's when it gets exciting.
So I can tell you, I'm going to start low because it's fast, but between 5 and 6 laps, I'm probably going to end up on the high side, especially in 1 and 2.
I was going to give a shout out to RC Castro. He says hello in the YouTube.
Go ahead and join in, boys.
All right, boys, do your shots. Here's your chaser.
So as we load into the screen here, we're going to be...
Oh, yeah, get in. We're racing. I'm sorry.
Yep, as I'm loading in, we're waiting for...
We just started lap 1.
Perfect.
Oh, Pi Racing is lagging. Sorry, whoever that was below me.
taking me forever to load in here.
Same for me.
Okay. Hope we get in without an issue. There, now we got her. So, okay, as we load it in, I can see, yeah, we're riding along with Blakey T here in the first spot with the number 99 at Drunk Fest. Like I said, there's your first and second place winners are actually pulling double duty. These guys both have cup rides also. So they're getting a little practice run here a little bit before the cup race. But yeah, these guys both were signed to cup rides earlier this year, but they're allowed to run Xfinity because they're in the points chase. So exciting to see these two guys up front. It looks like we're riding around with Mike G in the 4 spot. Draven driving to number 6. Number 10, a bad guy. To number 90 of Ty Racing. There's number 92 of Blue Sky. Riding around with number 36 of Funky Town. As we go down the stretch, straight away, I should say, we're riding with 51 of Old Guy. And there's our in-race reporter in the Dreamsicle number 17 Ford. That's Brink. 22 of Monster. The number 4 of Forensics. Number 68 of Davies. Number 11 of Mike.
Got a race for the lead here.
Hey,
Drunk
Liz.
Fest. Hey, how's it going? I'm back.
Let me
Drunk
bump
Fest trying to
up there.
go on the inside of Blakey.
Draven running up on the high side there in that Hunt Brothers Pizza number 6.
Yeah, we're used to seeing him in an all-black car. He kind of threw
Sorry,
me off.
Chewy.
Oh, we got some contact down the front straightaway there.
Like Mike gave me a little push, and that put me up on the wall, and unfortunately I ricocheted down into Chewy.
Yep, Chewy's headed down the pit lane right now. I think he might have caught the pit lane entrance or something like that. He's got a lot of damage.
He got in pit lane, but he didn't go in the entrance, so he should have went full speed through it.
He did.
Hopefully he'll get back here after stage 1. Public apology, Chewy.
So by the looks of it on the screen here, by the look at it, I don't know if you're seeing it, Brink, but the number 90 at Ty Race, it looks like is he lagging a little bit because he's jumping around.
He's lagging a lot of it.
Okay, because he is jumping around on the screen here that we're
If he had a
watching.
better connection, he'd be lagging a little bit.
See if I can get back up front. See what we got going on. Yeah, Chewy's off pit road and he's running himself. He's all by himself out here.
Somebody lagged out. I'm not sure who that is, but there is a car down pit lane. Oh, Ty Racing's trying to squeeze above me again.
Holy
He's
mackerel,
lagging,
we're
but he's
actually-
also
We're actually
looking like he
trying
has
to
a
go
rough
3
setup.
wide for the lead, but now we got the 4th place car coming in saying, I want a little piece of this. This is kind of what I was expecting to see from Vegas. I just had a gut feeling this track produces good racing.
Yeah, so we got a 4-car pack here up front and a 2x2, and they seem to be pulling away a little bit from the 5th place car, and they're running side by side.
Now this first stage is only 22 laps, and I actually thought that the guys would be right on the verge of being able to make
Contact between Blakey
Oh!
T and the 21.
it. Can he
Blakey T
save it?
saves it.
But he's going to lose a lot of ground there.
Yeah, minimize the damage though. At least it wasn't worse.
More contact. Off of 4.
He looks like he's worked his way back up into the groove up onto the pack now. So I
He's
think
kind of
he's
settled
sitting
in behind the
right.
the 4 of Forensic and the 51. So just gather it back up and try and make some progress before the end of the stage.
So it looks like on the screen he come back in that 8th spot. So he fell back 7 spots, but like you said, just gather her up and like you said early in the race.
Oh, Dave Ace is also lagging a tiny bit. That's just fucking screw me up.
Saw some issues there again off of 4 for Old Guy in the 51. He appears to have a really tight setup That's the second time in the last 2 laps that he's caught the wall off of 4.
You know, Mike G just drove up here and kind of took the lead. A little bit of a longer setup in the car, maybe. Maybe his car's not getting loose off. Maybe these guys are fighting a little something. Kind of showing a little strength here.
So I know we kind of checked or talked a little bit loose or before the race and the pre-race there a little bit about, you know, like some of these guys, you know, how many kinds of different strategies can possible for these guys tonight? You know, I know it's early in the race and all, but you know,
yeah,
is it possible, guys? You know, are we going to see some guys saving fuel? Are we going to see some guys with 2 tires? Are we, you know, what are some options?
You're definitely going to be able to make it on fuel. Now the problem is if you're going to have a really ill-handling race car or something, you're going to burn the right front, or if you're really loose and your right rear's going away, you might have to pit. It is close. It really kind of depends on what kind of slider they started on or how they're driving their car. It'll be interesting to see. So I think some people might go for it. They might be able to make it. I think others, you're going to see them come to pit road and maybe just get 2 tires for the end of the stage.
Right.
We got a tight battle here about mid-pack. This is Brinkerhoff and a couple of other cars. I saw Funky's down there in that battle. Looked like some tight racing there, Brink.
Yeah, I got too rough and I backed off in the turn. He didn't like it. He gave me a little shove down the back straightaway, or coming into the back straightaway. And Funky Town and John tried to split me, and then we were 3 wide or 3 and 4, and unfortunately John took the raw end of that one. BMW. So if anybody wants to talk to Dave Ace for me, just tell him it's an accident, just went in a little too hard. Wasn't trying to run him up.
Brink, can you confirm that it'll probably be pretty close here at the end, or are you going to be able to make it?
Oh, I have no problem making it.
Okay, see, so I
I'm
could be wrong.
30%. I got 10 laps of fuel, which is more than enough.
Yep.
Butters, I'm not sure if you caught it there, but Drunkfest got around Draven for a second.
Okay. Yeah, I'll.
The leaders are
scan
kind
up there
of
and-
spacing out just a little bit, but these top 3 do have a little bit more of a gap over 4th than.
So yeah, because I'm trying to make my way back up here to the leaders. So yeah, it looks like our top 3 is still running. We got the number 21 of Mike G, the number 99 at Drunkfest, and the number 6 of Draven is your top 3 here tonight. Coming down in the winding down in the first stage here tonight.
Sorry, Monster. We got Dave above me.
4th spot belongs to Like Mike. Blakey T back up into the 5th position. Then you have, it looks like Blue Sky there at 6th. And then
So
7th.
Blakey's kind of making a nice little recovery there. You know, like we said, he dropped right back to that about 8th spot. So, I mean, that you got to be happy with that after you've kind of got a little bit of a, you know, it wasn't a wreck, but where you had to gather it down on the apron and just salvage a good finish out of the stage.
I believe that's Forensic holding the 7th spot there in the number 4. And then 8th belongs to your old teammate from All Out, Loose. Bad Guy holding that 8th spot.
Oh, there we go. I mean, I would expect that these are the guys that...
We have cars coming down pit road.
See? Yeah, this is what I thought. There might be some guys abusing those tires a little bit.
Looks like we got number 6 of Draven, number 4 of Forensic, the number 10 of Bad Guy. Those are the first 3 I see coming down pit road.
I'm a little closer than I thought, but I'm at 13%. 14% as we came to 3 to go.
Got some issues here on the front straightaway for the 68 of Dave Ace.
Oh, no.
Not quite sure what happened there, but he's got some damage to the front end of that race car.
I'll be at 10% with 2 to go. Gonna be close.
The number 60 of Nick Jackson's also on pit road. I believe Monster's coming down pit road. So
This is, here's the other thing. This is going to throw a loop in it because some of these guys are going to go a lap down. And it'll really kind of start to affect their race. You know, there'll be some guys that get the free pass or take a wave around, but it'll kind of shake up their strategy for stage 2, don't you think, Clay?
Oh yeah.
Well, stage 2 will have a couple less laps. They may be able to make it then.
Yeah, I think I got down stage 2 is 19, so a little less pressure.
That would have been right when most of these guys pit, yeah.
Yep.
I think he blew a tire. He's slow in turn 3.
That's unfortunate. Compounding those issues.
On the line. We're good here.
So the leaders made it. Like I said, I knew it was going to be close. You know, they might have had to back down the pace a little bit and just be a little bit more conservative instead of really push those cars.
So Mike G, Drunk Fest, Like Mike, Funky Town, Blue Sky, and I'm 6th. Old Guy, Blakey T, JMW, and Big Tater round out the top 10.
perfect. So as we come down to the end of stage 1, like I said, it's going to be interesting here. Who's so obviously we're looking at guys that pit at the end there. Possibly they're going to be staying out. Or do you think everybody comes back in and gets fresh?
Oh, you got unless you're.
I mean,
yeah, that's close. I think you got it. If you're bad guy or tie racing, maybe you stay out.
Yeah, because you still got a stage to get the lucky dog, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, the other thing about taking the wave around, you know, you pitted because you were 2 laps short. All of a sudden, you're only expecting this stage to be 19 laps. Don't be 2 laps short again. You know, you don't get that caution for that third stage.
True. Although when you set up, maybe your tires are lasting a little longer. So it's all relative to the person.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we got the green flag here as we start to begin of stage 2 as they fly down into 1 and 2. Looks like the 21 of Mike G is held on the line coming into that first lap.
I noticed there that I believe it's the 99 lost a couple of spots there on pit road.
Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of contact there mid-pack there.
Yeah,
a couple guys dove down to the apron. But as you can see, the number 92 of Blue Sky here, he's moving up. He's making a move for that second spot.
Wow, we're 3 wide coming off of 2 here, about 12 cars back. Blakey T just finding himself in a hornet's nest.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting how he handles that. You know, Blakey T is one of the...
Oh, we're wrecking off.
Oh, big wreck. You guys see the number 10, a bad guy.
Collect everybody else. Ooh, boy.
I happen to be right on bad guy.
That's not going to bring out the yellow.
Oh, my goodness.
Fortunately not.
I happened to be right on bad guy when that happened, and they...
I cannot believe that the yellow did not come out. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a big wreck. I seen the number 10 just nose it into the outside wall there.
Serious damage to both ends of that race car.
We just are at the mercy of Heat 5.
Right. That is for sure. So as I kind of worked my way back to the front, it looks like, Mike G is still in your lead with the number 11 of Like Mike running second. He's got that second spot, and we've got a battle for third between Blue Sky and the number 99 at Drunk Fest.
But here comes Brink.
Is running in the top 5.
And that race car looks wound up.
Yeah, looking at the YouTube chat there quick. Yeah, Fire Slayer made a comment. He says, game is broke with cautions. And then, you know, Fire Slayer, we all been around long enough, you know, yeah, it is. That's one downfall of Heat 5 is one time a caution will come out and the next time a big wreck, and it's really weird how the game runs that, you know, that aspect of it.
Yeah, it sure is, Butters. Stinks, unfortunately.
It is. It's a tough break
In
for
a
the
light
guys
way
that
to
get
put it.
into that stuff like that. Where
We're wrecking on the back straightaway.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Let's see the number 6. Oh, the number 36 got T-bone. He spun around.
No caution again, it don't look like.
Wow.
I was riding with Draven there. He made it through.
I believe JMW and Funky were involved in that one.
Is our in-race reporter running in the top 5?
Barely.
Barely.
We have our first official DNF of the night. That belongs to Nick Jackson. They're in the 60.
Oh, tough break for Nick.
By the way.
Tough break for Nick.
Brink making a pass on Blue Sky. He's got that 17 kind of hooked up tonight.
So yeah, that first pack of 5, there is a little gap back to 6. So these guys, you got the number 51 of old guy and 4 of Forensic running 6th and 7th here, and they're running side by side. So yeah, it gives that front pack maybe a little chance to put some more distance on them. Oh,
Yeah,
51 of bad guy just slid through the grass.
The bad guy or old guy?
My bad, I take that back, Brick. It is old guy.
I do it too.
That's my mistake. I take that back. Yeah, it was old guy, number 51, old guy.
Drunk Fest would come up a lane. There you go.
There's also been a change for the race lead. The 11 of Like Mike goes to the lead.
Nice. Look at this. How many different leaders have we seen tonight already?
I believe that's our
At least
fifth.
four or five. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Time to go on the stage, guys.
It's up for grabs, man.
So we got
Brink's
10 to
going
go.
to the outside of the 99 there.
Just so I don't run into him. These guys are good. I only really get to them if they get side by side. When they get in a line, I can just hold on.
So we're going to go through the camera here a little bit. We're going to check out the rest of the field.
Here's a story that I've kind of been following here a little bit. Y'all didn't catch it on the broadcast, but Monster Racing in the 22 spun out on the last lap of the first stage, and he's running up inside the top 10 now in that 22.
So kind of making a little bit of a comeback. I mean, set yourself up for that third stage, right?
Oh, we got a
Number
strand in
11
the
got
front
loose.
four.
Oh, the leaders.
I think Mike got out of shape. I got out of shape down the back straightaway.
I see.
He got
that.
out of straight.
See,
out of
so
shape on
these
the
guys
turn four.
maybe didn't make the right adjustments.
I
Fighting a little
touched
bit
the
of a-
apron in turn
Okay.
2, and that got me out of shape.
Don't know
'Cause
what
I
happened
don't know what I
Mike,
would do to
but-
improve this setup. It's on rails.
So now we got a little bit of just a 3-car battle up front. Brink, what spot are you in again?
Fourth.
Okay. So Clay, I actually have. Is Monster a lap down, or he should probably be about running 7th? So really, actually, a pretty good comeback out of our points leader.
I want to say he spun out just in front of the leaders as they crossed the line. So
Okay, so maybe he's still a lap down.
I don't know that they passed him before the end of the stage, though.
Okay.
JMW is in 6th, if that helps you guys.
I would maybe check on that. Well, I think Forensic must be a lap down.
Believe that will
Okay,
put Monster a
so
lap down.
Yep, Monster is a lap down. But
Well,
I
he's
bet you
trying
he's
to go
kind
by
of
high.
he's gonna be trying to run down Forensic for that Lucky Dog spot. So he's got the speed, but technically just doesn't have the position. How many laps to go we got here, Brink?
We're on 15. 19.
Okay, so we're coming really close here.
So yeah, well, it looks like we're coming down. We've got 4 laps to go. And I do believe we're running with the leader of Drunkfest, I do believe, right guys?
Yeah, I
The
believe
99 Drunkfest is leading. Okay, I just want to make sure I got the right view going here. So
Here's a new development in the battle for the Lucky Dog. Forensic to pit road.
Oh my goodness. So Monster,
So
all he's
like
got
you
to
said,
do,
man,
all he's got to do is just kind of survive here.
there's 2 cars driving just ahead of the leader. Oh, I'm not sure who they are though.
Oh,
God, I am loose.
I'll get up to the.
yeah, I'm trying to pick up. They are catching lap traffic, so I'm trying to see who is that. In front
I believe
of
that's
me
Bader.
there. Old Crazy Bader, number 8.
Did I just hear Leo?
Oh, we got Joey. We got special guest, boys. The one and only Saucy. Hey,
Ford lover, mortgage
thanks for
payer.
jumping in, buddy.
I
Yeah.
will be definitely tightening this thing up a
Sauce,
little
you
bit.
got a copy? Hey, there he is. The mellow cat himself. So yeah, we're running. Actually, this is gotten a little tight up front here. If we
Yeah.
the 20,
Trying to
the,
put a
the
little bit of
21 is
pressure.
making a move on the 99 here as we're coming down the end of stage 2.
We talked about this last week. These guys, every point matters, especially stage wins, right? I mean, they're
Right.
going for it.
And the leaders did get around the 8 of Bader, so he's a lap down at least.
Yeah.
These guys are running side by side here. I don't know what we got left. Is this the last lap?
Yeah, we're on the last lap.
Okay.
Seeing Mike G is going to be trying to score as many points as he can.
I have a run to the high side here.
And this is what Mike G wants to see too. I have him listed as 9th in the standings.
contact.
So
They might have crossed the flag.
right, yeah, right for the line. So I mean, he's happy to get a P2 stage finish, right? I mean, that's huge for his points. He trying to be sneaking up into that 8th spot.
Brink, if you can just let us know who the Lucky Dog is.
It is going to be Monster Racing. Chewy's the last car in the lead lap. Bad Guy is 1 lap down, 16th. Anyone behind Bad Guy, Funky Town, Forensic, Crazy Bader, they're multiple laps down.
Okay. I wonder. I'd like to know what happened to Forensic there, but maybe he just didn't really work out for him. You know, if he took the wave around and still was just going to be a couple laps short, maybe a real ill-handling race car, burning up some tire.
No, I just came in here to see Drunk Fest. Yeah.
Sauce, Drunkfest, one of your drivers?
Yes, sir. That's who I traded. Basically traded you to get him.
Yep. No
So
biggie.
as we look like we're coming down for the green, it looks like number 99 of Drunkfest, 21 of Mike G, and number 92 of Blue Sky, and then number 11 of Like Mike is your first 2 rows as they come down into turn 1. Riding along here with the number 6 of Draven. Looks like it's kind of a clean start. Oh, there was some. As soon as I say that, there I see contact there in the mid pack.
We're wrecking. Monster Racing's in it.
Oh no! Just
Oh.
after he got
Bader.
Crazy
Caution
Bader,
ball.
the number
Caution?
22, and
Looks like
number
we got
10,
a
a bad
caution.
guy.
So the game finally decides to throw a
Oh,
caution
we just
flag.
lost Mike G.
Oh no!
Wow.
The
He
guy
just
running
disappeared
P2.
before our eyes.
Yeah, right in
We've
front
also
of
lost Ty Racing.
him. Wow.
Well,
Oh no!
that's happened a couple times.
And that wreck started with a massive lag spike from Ty Racing.
That's too bad.
Just want to give a big shout out to the servers.
Yeah, Sauce, I agree. And here we
Big shout out to the
got to
server.
talk about cautions in stage 1, and all of a sudden now we got to talk about servers going into the final stage here, making it a little bit more interesting.
About 2 cars did not pit.
Okay. Now it looks
Blue
like
Sky and
Blue Sky.
Dave
So it looks
Blue
like
Sky
the
and
front,
Dave Ace.
yeah,
Dave
Dave
Ace
Ace
It's about to get
last
ugly,
and
guys.
Blue Sky.
It's about to get ugly.
The breaker off and Drunkfest 99, the first 2 rows. As they take the green, they head off into the turn 1.
That means I'm the only one who took 2 tires.
Gonna be interesting here.
Here we go, Brink going for the lead on Blue Sky.
Kind of
I
gave it
see
to
you,
him.
Brink. I see you. He wants his camera time.
Gosh, they're still kind of bouncing around off each other here in the back.
Look at Brink driving
No
in
give
there.
or take.
So it looks like, yeah, with number 17 right now, he's holding on. He would be
Look at those
our, I
5
think,
bonus points, boys.
6th leader of the night. But the number 99 at Drunkfest is running him hard down. He's down on the inside.
So I've got on my notes here, this final stage is 53 laps. We've already gotten a caution. Brink, how many laps we got left here?
I'll tell you at the line.
3 wide in the turn.
Oh,
wow.
wreck. But not a wreck,
Oh,
but we
my.
had big time contact
That
between
was,
Blue Sky
Wow,
and
who made the
Drunkfest.
inside
That
move?
was flagrant.
Yeah, that was a mega send from Blue Sky there that got the 99 all out of
Very,
sorts.
very
47 to go. 47 to go.
47 to go. So here, ladies and gentlemen, they
Well,
might
it's
have to
early for
pit
that.
twice if there's not a caution.
Oh, there's another wreck
Oh,
in the
they're
back.
wrecking in the
Monster,
back.
bad guy. I believe that's their 3rd situation incident between those 2.
Ah,
Oh, there is a caution. So here we go again. Going to be
there's
changing
no taking
things
2
up.
tires this time.
You gotta take
No.
4, Brink.
Yeah. But I guess so.
Excuse me.
Get you enough gas to make it to the end.
That's not going to be enough. I know.
They'll definitely have to pit for 4 tires again, Sauce.
Yeah, we're about 17 laps shy. 15.
So Fireslave put a message in the chat. He's laughing. He says, you know, he must be he's referencing Blue Sky, I believe, and he says he punts the guy but screws himself in the end. No, that's one thing I love about on these streams. You know, the guys that chime in and stuff in there are watching it. So keep them coming, guys. I do appreciate the posts and remarks we get.
Make sure to
And Forensic
like, share,
stays out.
subscribe.
He pit. He took only fuel or 2 serves
Yeah,
right side.
okay. A little bit of a
Oh,
scratch
it's-
call there. I'm riding back here with Blakey T. He's kind of now just after a little bit of trouble in the first part of the race, just trying to survive, get some track
I
position.
think bad guys in the pits now.
Yeah, bad guy after a tough night has called it a night.
Oh, another fortunate.
Yeah,
Another
we just-
unfortunate thing for bad guy. Rough day.
Might see some steam later. You know, you never
I
know.
don't like the 2 cars in front and behind me.
We're wrecking again into turn 1. Got 1 car around.
4 or 5 wide out there.
Tater.
Oh my
What are they
goodness,
doing?
geez, they're going at it like
Wow,
it's the
look at
last lap.
to the lead. This is
Yeah,
what you
I do
wanna
believe
see.
the
Oh,
patience
wow.
just
Where
went
did
out the
Chewie come
window
from?
Woo,
3
is that
laps
Chewie?
ago.
Is Chewie on the
Chewie in
lead lap?
second?
Yeah, he's in 4th now.
Wow.
And they're still beating and banging up
Gosh,
front.
these guys'
Ooh,
positions
in the
are just changing
grass.
left and right.
Oh,
Drunkfest gets
Drunkfest
turned.
into the wall,
Oh,
takes
brings
17
it.
to Brink.
Big slam.
Big wreck.
Huge wreck. They tried to
Really?
fit 5
No
and it
yellow
would
for
not
that.
happen.
No
You
yellow for
pieces
that.
of
You gotta
no
be
Yeah, and that's what
Wow.
that's garbage, man. I mean, I'll tell you right now, that's garbage. They could throw last 2 cautions with 2 cars and you get something like that.
Put it out. Put it out.
Somebody needs to go slap that flag, man.
Goodness gracious,
Oh, there goes my race.
that's unfortunate.
It really sucks is, you know, I don't have a ton that I'm that good at.
Brink, you had an upseat view for the start of that wreck. What kind of happened there?
I don't know. You can ask my left rear fender though. My left rear fender had the best view.
Might
I
have
was
to do
driving
some
along and
digging.
then got put in the wall.
Got a battle for the lead here. JMW going to the inside of Mike.
Call him a wreck.
That's one name that we
JMW
haven't
was the
said
one
too
on the
much
apron
today.
at one point.
is JMW. You know, we had a little chat before the race, and he was excited for this track, and he's been quiet all night. But here he is at the end. He's up there, raising some cane.
Vegas is kind of turning into one of these Talladegas. You didn't want to get caught up in the big one. It's just survival at the moment.
Right now, yes, it looks like they are just in survival mode.
And if you're in the back, you just gotta be hoping for a caution.
I blame Forensic. He gained 10 spots unnecessarily for taking 2 tires, held up some of the fastest cars in the field, and then it allowed some of these other back markers, pardon the phrase.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
They were about 5 wide.
Pandemonium on the restarts. Makes them tighter than they already are.
Like, why are we 5 wide? Back off.
Listen, if you're gonna make it 5 wide, you have to be prepared for the consequences.
How about the guy riding up here in the 4th position? Draven was running up front early in the race and decided to pit and lost a lot of track position, and now he's finally back in the top 5.
This is just, Clay, this is the most forward, backward, backward, forward, throw him in a bag, pull him out of a hat. I mean, we've just got guys coming and going, also new names up front. It's crazy.
This is the wildest race I've seen in a minute.
It's been a while, huh? And, as much as we don't like to see the game not throw cautions and take people out of the race, I'm still excited to see what's going to happen here for the finish.
As Draven goes around the outside of Forensic for 3rd.
We know that Forensic probably doesn't have quite as fresh tires, and last week when we got to speak to Draven, he said, I'm kind of stubborn, I like running that high line, so he's making it work. How he's really high.
And he's tapped the wall, but in front of him we got JMW getting a little bit tight.
That's going to bring
3 wide.
All these guys are going for it. Talk about Vegas. High stakes gambling. Go for it.
Here comes Chewy out of nowhere. Oh, the 6 is in the wall.
Down to the grass.
They saved it.
No saving it. What is that?
What a job by these guys up front.
We got another 3 wide battle on further back, the 22, 99, and 92.
The 3 that maybe we thought we'd see up front. Just have an unfortunate dealt circumstances to the end of the night.
Yeah, going back to the number 7 and Chewy, he had that unfortunate mishap early in the race. And, kudos to him. Like you said, he's worked his way back up there.
Well, next week I'll make sure I have the trouble early and I'll screw him over in stage 3.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, the top 6 cars technically all are battling for it. I mean, we're kind of getting a little spread out here again.
We have another DNF to report. The 08 of Baked Tater has called it a night.
So we're starting to lose some guys here in this last stage. It's just unfortunate if it's server issues or if we're having guys, just pulling the pin and saying enough's enough. Or unfortunately, you never want to see guys dropping out like this. But you can't control some things either. But
we're getting dicey up here towards the front again as JMW is going to drop back a little bit.
Yeah, so we're riding along here with number 11, a light Mike again. Oh, Forensic. He made himself a hole there for the 3rd spot.
And here comes Blakey T. Is he on the lead lap?
I was just wanting to wonder that.
The only lap down that I can tell is Crazy Bader. He's 2 laps down at 15.
Chewy's gotten to the wall, it looks like.
The 68 is pitting. I'm not sure why, and he's splitting the stage.
So we do have our first taker coming down pit road.
Here's a
you
prime
said number
example.
68 at Dave Ace.
We talk about this all the time. It's okay to have trouble early, right, Clay? But these guys that were up front and kind of had this 4 or 5 wide battle going into 1, it kind of, no caution coming out, screws their night. But these guys that maybe were battling through a little bit of adversity, all of a sudden, if you're Blakey T, Chewy, you're like, shit, I have a chance at the win or a top 5, you got to be happy.
Speaking of the top 5, running in that third spot is the 51 of Old Guy, and Old Guy is a guy that I've raced with quite frequently, and he's a really consistent and persistent racer, and he's always good to race around, and races, pretty clean. He can be aggressive at times. Oh, Forensic gets the wall there.
Ooh, in the middle of the... Yeah. Oh, man.
But Old Guy running up
I-
here in the top 5.
I believe
glad to see-
if I'm not
glad to see it
mistaken,
paying off for him.
the 51 of Old Guy, that's actually would be RJ Smitty's dad, I do believe, right?
Yes, sir.
It is.
Correct.
So that's really cool that those two can, they share this racing thing, which is pretty cool. RJ Smitty is part
Oh,
of the truck
Forensic's
team.
gone around.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh, goodness.
Oh, somebody
yep.
hit him.
Clay, just wanted to let you know that Jose Protege is saying, hey, what's up to you? He says, my boy Clay.
What's up, Jose?
I've had a couple comments wondering if that's Clay in broadcast. And Fire Slayer also said it. So, got some guys
What's
here.
up, Slayer?
Brink, you've managed not to lose a lap, correct? I mean,
Not
this
yet,
is
he's
the
getting
leaders
close,
coming
though.
up on you.
I have terminal damage, and I'm going as fast as I can, but
Yeah.
just under 33 seconds a lap. It's about a second and a half, 2 seconds slower than them.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm trying to split this stage. I'm at 27 to go, so I'm hoping to hit like 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, just give yourself a chance.
And, Luce, I'll tell you somebody who is not saving at all. That's the 19 of Blakey T, all the way back up to second.
I've kind of just been keeping my eye on him here after that mayhem, and he's just kind of taking advantage of what the cards are dealt to him. I mean, cards, no pun intended. We're at Vegas. He's got a chance.
Buckingtown is pitting. I'm sorry, my bad. That was Forensic pitting.
So yeah, that is very interesting. Number 19 of Blakey T has moved himself up into that second spot. So, like I said, the reference, the Las Vegas reference, maybe we call him the gambler here tonight.
I'm the one that looks like I was tossed out of a Vegas casino.
For being drunk in public.
I believe I
some
saw
more
a Bader
cards.
peel off her pit road.
Clay, after you've seen all this mayhem, cars coming and going, who's your favorite here? Pit stops maybe coming here, be the final run to the checkers.
I don't know. I think Blakey T looks to be the fastest, but who knows what he's looking like for fuel and tires here for this final pit stop and everything.
Blakey T was risky taking below me there in turn, but I'm pitting.
Yeah, I did
definitely
catch that
think it's
close call.
between
That
this
was
11 and this 19.
close call there between the 19 and the 17.
8 seconds of damage.
So your top 5 is like Mike. You got Blakey T there in second, running him down. Third belongs to Chewy as it stands right now. They're getting ready to pit. He has
Don't count
Draven
Chewy out.
coming with him.
I mean, Chewy and Draven can be quick. I mean, we've seen good speed out of Draven this year. Yeah, it was top 3 last week at Chicago. So,
And then-
make, a little short pit compared to the leaders. Maybe one lap gets you a little closer, give you a chance.
And then I saw JMW and Old Guy in a battle there for 5th.
Okay.
So go and
Got the
look
9
at
of Cody on pit road. Haven't talked about
Chewy.
him much tonight.
70 was Chewy's on pit road also. Blue Sky has come down pits.
Leaders stayed out. One more time.
Yeah, the 11 hasn't
See how
pit
long
yet.
they go.
And the 19s come right up to the back bumper there of that 11.
Yep, and that's what I was just going to mention. He's working him pretty hard there.
So here's why I think what the 11 doing is kind of dumb. If he's like the only guy that
19
hasn't pit.
signaling, he's pitting.
If the 11 stays out here, that's even dumber because he's losing all that time to everybody who's got fresh tires. And even
Yeah,
though he'll have 2 lap fresher tires, he won't make up that time.
Yeah, Brink, we talked about this kind of pre-race right away. I was telling Butters I kind of did a little bit of, scoping out what was happening, and drivers are losing anywhere from a half second all the way to a second on old tires. So, I mean, that's the kind of time you're giving up when you're staying out longer than you should, right?
If I was closer, I would have pit a little earlier, but I have too much time to make up earlier.
Yeah.
And Mike is coming in this time by.
Oh, he
spun himself.
He spun going into pit road.
I bet you
He's
he
out
blew
on the
his
high
tires
side of the
and
track.
brakes.
He's still going to
He's gotta
gather
get
and be
down
able to
there.
make it.
But giving up lots of time. Oh my goodness. I wonder if he blew a tire, because he
That's
kind of really slowed down the backstretch in 3 and 4 too.
And that car, I mean, it snapped around hard. I had the
It
camera
did.
on him when he kind of was going down onto the apron, or not the apron, but to advance to pit road. That thing just snapped around on him.
Yeah.
So it's almost
I
wondering if he
believe-
had a flat tire.
I believe the leader's going to be Dave Ace. Is that right?
No, probably
No?
not. He's in 13.
I mean, it's got to cycle back around to Blakey T here. I'm riding with Chewy. Chewy's about
Yeah, it'll be
half
Blakey.
a front stretch
Probably.
away, so Chewy tried to make up some ground, but definitely not going to be good enough. Brink, how many laps we got left, or how many laps are we thinking these leaders pit with to go?
I pit with 25 to go, and I only took a tank and a half of fuel, so I think everyone's
Okay.
good.
Okay, but we kind of talked about this earlier. Stage 2 is only 22 laps. We did see some leaders go that distance, but
Yeah, but
I
we
mean,
have
they're-
the yellow.
okay, yeah.
Oh, with the tires, you mean? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuel range you can make it, but if these leaders maybe being a little bit more spread out, they can kind of nurse a tire a little bit. But that might be something that kind of comes into play.
Yeah, it's a good point. I'm going to run the high side. I can't afford pitting, so I have to stretch it. Well, thanks for that, crew chief.
Definitely are getting a little spread out here now.
Like, I'm no offense to John, but I'm faster than him. And I'm trying to let him go, and I can't.
John being on the lead.
Yeah, I'm trying to let him go, but he just won't go by me. There you go. He's in 6th.
So Blakey T kind of coming up at the moment, the person that's capitalizing off of all this misfortune. Got to get
But,
himself around the 68. I don't know
And
what. the
Dave Ace is
68
making it hard.
Yeah.
Sounds
Maybe
about right.
wanting to go a lap down.
I actually don't want to go a lap down either, because I'm the first car a lap down right now.
That was making me a little nervous there.
Yeah,
Clay.
he
How
did,
about you?
but he did finally
Oh, yeah.
clear him.
I've actually had my eyes here on this battle for second. It's Draven with Old Guy in 4th.
It looks like Draven kind of took it. So Draven's trying to run down Blakey T here. I don't know if he's got enough time. Like I said, I'm still curious to see what kind of tire situation some of these leaders are in. You would think that was going through their head with how many laps left.
And
Well, I just
Lou,
hit 59, and I'm trying to take care of him for the last few laps. I'm right pit with 25 to go.
Yeah, Clay.
and Luce, I'm not sure that Draven is done battling Chewy.
I'd seen that. Chewy kind of stuck his nose back in there coming off of 2. The only thing that doesn't help Draven if he's really trying to focus in on catching Blakey T when these two are racing that close side by side, it hurts your chances on catching that leader that's out in front of you.
I'm not real sure if Old Guy is saving up his tires a little bit, but Draven and Chewy are starting to pull away from him as he gets the wall again. But he's still up in that 4th spot.
If you guys see anyone running the bottom lanes, let us know.
The leader kind of is. He's maybe running a half lane high.
Chewy's running the bottom.
He is. And I wonder there, is he running the bottom kind of being behind Draven trying to get a little air on his nose, or we might be looking inside.
Yeah, this might be dicey because they're coming up on Dave Ace too.
We just saw what Dave was racing the leader hard, but hey, we know that sometimes they don't care about second, third. They're just worried about going a lap down.
You know, and literally
Dave Ace runs Draven high, man.
Oh boy!
And that's part of Cobra Kai. That's one thing with lap cars. We've always said, if you got over 10 laps, you are not required to give up that spot. You got just as much chance to race for that spot or save that spot or race the guys as hard as you can. The other thing that steps in is when we get down under 10. That's where we start saying, hey, you need to just let these guys go by that are racing
we're at
position.
12. No, we're at 10 to go. This time by, it should be on 10 to go.
They got around Dave Ace, but Chewy looking to the outside of Draven. I wondered how the rest of the field's looking.
Luce, you can tell me if you disagree, but I kind of feel like that Draven and Chewy kind of need to consider working together here if they want to have a shot at catching Blakey.
Yeah, you definitely kind of do, right? I mean, otherwise you're just kind of, or maybe they've realized that they can't catch him, so it's just they're all out for that second spot and they're just going for it.
We might have a potential battle here for the fourth spot coming in the next few laps. Drunkfest is working his way up towards Old Guy.
Was Drunkfest, because he kind of got caught up in some of that melee. I didn't know if he was able to stay on the lead lap.
So since we've got a quick second here, just give a little shout out to Kenny B. He had a post in YouTube land there, just looking at it. He says, thumbs up, exciting race so far. He said the cup race ought to be fun under the lights tonight. So there you go, another chime in from another cup driver, getting pumped up, like Luce has mentioned.
Yeah.
Plenty of times tonight, Las Vegas, baby.
Oh, Las Vegas. If the cup race has even just a tiny bit of mayhem excitement that this Xfinity race does, we're in for something.
Dave Ace was wanting to try to get to pit road.
Yep, he's going down. He was the first to pit last time, too.
I tell you what, Clay, Blakey T's even pulled further away. He's got this in the bag if he makes tires last.
Yeah, it's probably his race to lose by the looks of it.
I mean,
if
any
Drunkfest
race.
has come back and if Drunkfest has come back and claimed P4, what a recovery from him as well.
Blakey T's, one of those guys who's been league racing for quite some time now, and I've had the opportunity to meet him in real life. He's a real great guy. So.
Yeah, this is his first year with us here in Cobra Kai. He come into this season, big aspects. Everybody was excited when we heard through the vine that he was looking to join, and that was one of the biggest things with this league in its second season. The talent that we're kind of bringing in here it's very exciting from week in, week out.
Absolutely.
Going back
to these
even
guys putting on a show.
Right. I mean, shout out to the number 6 at Draven. I mean, this guy, first part of the week, first third of the season or whatever, he got caught up in some bad situations and stuff, and some bad luck. But you know what? The last 3 weeks, this man has been running in the top 3 to the top 5 every race.
We all are kind of all strung out here, aren't we? Except this P2, P3 battle.
Yeah, and that's what I got the camera on. I got the camera on Draven here, so kind of watch it. It looks like Chew is falling off a little bit, so I don't know if he used this stuff up.
Oh, yeah, we all did. I'm at 10% now.
How many to go?
3, 4. They're coming to 3.
Okay, leader's coming to 3 to go.
9%, uh-oh. I better take it easy.
Yeah, I wonder if kind of maybe Chewy is realizing the same thing, running hard with Draven if all of a sudden he's like, I gotta conserve a little tire here.
Right. I mean, now they're to the point where it's just like, hey, let's just make it to the end, you know.
Yep.
Before we get to the final laps here, I just want to say what a tough break for the 11 of Like Mike. He was probably in position to fight for this win and too far.
Yep. It's tough.
We'll have to see if he manages a top 10 finish.
Man, what I wouldn't give for a caution right now.
They're approaching the white flag, aren't they?
Yeah, that'll be white flag. I have a lap and a half to go with 2% left on my tire.
I'm riding with the leader. Looks like he's
I'm not gonna pit, so.
So yeah, as we got our white flag here, we're coming down to the end of the race. Looks like number 19 of Blakey T is going to hold on for, I believe, his third victory of the season.
He's got a good sizable lead. As long as nothing happens, there is another corner. Never say never.
I blew a tire coming to the turn one. Well, I can't lose any more positions.
Off of turn 4, it's going to be Blakey T capturing the win here.
Nice.
Yes, sir, as he sends her through the grass in a victory
Yeah.
slide.
Absolutely.
Draven will capture second, and third goes to Chewy, I believe.
So I'm going to try to make sure these guys are all in the chat here. We're going to have a quick post-interview with these guys.
Yeah, make sure you ask Chewy why he put it 5 wide.
That's true. Okay. Well, we all know Chewy.
Can you,
Brink.
Brink, can
Glad
you
it worked out
confirm
for
the?
him.
Can you confirm the finishing order, top 5 at least? They were able to salvage something. And get the top 3 in here and get a.
Yeah, so if you guys could, I don't know, Luce, do you have Draven? Can you get him in here? I'm having an issue trying to find him.
Yeah, I don't know if I do. He should still be in here from last week, maybe, huh?
Well, meanwhile, we have our race winner of Blakey T in here, and Blake, man, you got it done tonight. You had to come from the front to the back a couple of times, but how'd you get it done tonight, bud?
Luck.
Vegas luck.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty good at this track. I got the pole. I think there's some contact early, and I saved it, but I had some aero damage. And then I got in the back in stage 2. Then I got wrecked again. And then I don't even know what happened on stage 3. I just dodged everything. So I guess luck was on my side.
Yeah, we
Whatever.
we were We noticed that it was quite crazy. Like, so what goes through your mind when all that mayhem's happening? I mean, sometimes we were just talking, unfortunately, how Heat 5 doesn't throw games, servers aren't always the best, but I mean, we've all been dealt those cards, right? I mean, it sucks, makes you frustrated, but then also be on the other end of it, kind of get some to go your way. It's just, that's racing, right?
Well, I needed it. I think after last week, we had
Yeah.
a bad week last week.
Well,
we let the tempers get the best of us, but there was a lot of slower cars in the back that were causing some problems, and I let the anger get the best of me. So I needed this today.
hey,
But-
that happens, man.
But
Congrats.
I want to say something to that 68 car. Okay, listen here, 68 car. If you're listening, I don't care if you're listening, but you're going to hear it. Get on my damn way. I'm trying to win this damn race. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in your way there for a little bit. That's the
Yeah.
stress that comes with being the leader, right?
I mean, 2 weeks in a row I've had issues with him twice. And maybe he didn't know. But twice. He's done something to me. I don't want to have no enemies, but he's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. So,
Well,
other than that,
Blakey T, this is Butters, and I just want to say congratulations there on that run. You know,
Hey.
from recovering from that like early mishap. And just quick question. You know, you're going to be running double duty tonight here. You got the Cup race coming up, and obviously, you know, did you take any pointers from this race or anything? I mean, or is it just kind of because the cars are two separate? Do you get anything out of that?
well, I've raced these cars a good amount each series. Obviously, the Cup cars are way different than these Xfinity cars, but the way I have my setup is my car's better on these long runs. So if we can get a long run tonight in a Cup Series race, I think I have a good chance. I got a few pointers from a couple teammates. It's going to be a good night, I think, if I don't get completely wrecked again and have to save it again. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
looking
Well,
forward
yeah.
to it.
Right, and like I said, congratulations on your win tonight, and I just want to say good luck going into the next race. And as like I said, I tell most of the guys, just give her hell and have some fun.
That's right, buddies. I'm gonna go relax for a few minutes and get ready for this
Nice job, man.
chaos.
Good job, Blake.
Fun,
Good job.
fun watching that chaos.
I'll see you, fellas.
So do we get a
Good win,
chance?
Blake.
Here we got
Chewy
Chewy.
just joined, so yeah.
Chewy, a third place car driver, has joined. Chewy, congratulations on your run tonight.
Thank you, man. It was a fun run. Glad I could work with Draven, and it was fun.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit with Blakey T on our early mishaps. You had a little bit of a mishap right away, and kudos to you to recover and get yourself a decent finish.
Yeah, got out of turn 4. Brink had just nicked the wall. Just got contact with him in the first stage, and then coming to the second stage, bad guy just had some problems with his stuff. I got stuck behind him, and it just kind of slowed me down. And then third stage, I don't know what happened. It was just a big mess. I had cars above me and below me, and I was just getting pinballed.
Ditto. I got, just so you know, like Mike put me up in the wall there out of 4, and I tried to keep it as high off, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens, man. Like, it's fun. It was a hard race. I'm tired. I went in it knowing that I was probably going to be the 15th car qualifying. Kind of threw the setup in, and I kind of climbed through that last stage. Got up to the top 5, and was listening to Chase howl and scream about John making it up there. And then all I heard was, "Oh shit, Chewy's up there," and I was just trying to battle as much as I could. Blake, he just had the faster car. He was just somehow found a faster way.
Chewy loose here. Happy to see you run good, bud. I know you've kind of not been as active as years past seasons. We all know that you got potential and stuff like that. So I'm happy to see you have a good run, bud. Even if it was a little bit of mayhem and getting a little bit of luck your way. So nice job, man.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's since I've changed jobs, it's hard to get me back into it. And then Chase messaged me saying like, what's going on? I was like, oh, this is what's going on. He goes, do you want to race Xfinity? And I was like, yeah, man, like, let's try it out. And I went in, went run of the first race, and it was like, oh man, this is mayhem, but like I could stick it out. It's just car control. I got through the field today just from knowing that, just running around, trying to dodge as much as I could. But it was fun. Glad we're all doing this again, and hope to keep doing it.
Cheery, it's broadcaster Clay here, and good job sticking with it, fighting for that top 5 spot, ultimately a top 3rd. We asked Blakey T this, but what goes through your mind when all this chaos is going down?
Oh God, man, it's trouble. There's a lot of it. It's a lot of swearing in the back of my head, saying I could have made a better move, could have got out of the way, could have done this, or it's like, oh, this guy. It's like you already know when you get around somebody, you already know it's going to be trouble. Like I haven't had the greatest of runs of forensic today for the past couple races, so every time I was around him, I was just trying to give him more room, just to try to stay awake, keep the car clean. With such a tight track, though, it's tough since everybody's going to be on top of you at the draft. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to try to be the bulldozer, get some guys out of my way that are slower, and try to get right up to the front right away. Get up front, stay clean, you're fast.
Right. Well, once again, Chewy, congratulations on that 3rd place finish tonight, and like I said, I hope you guys had a good time, and I look on part of us guys all congratulations, and we do appreciate you guys out, and like I said, once again, congratulations on that 3rd spot there, Chewy.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm just trying to battle for the playoffs, man. Just trying to claw my way in.
Perfect.
I'm watching the replay of that wreck in stage 3 from Blue Sky's point of view, and it's not entirely Chewy's fault.
I got hit by somebody who was underneath me.
Zungfest thought passing the grass was a good time here.
Yeah, I right when Brink sent me down, I was trying to run the middle to give him room, so I went down.
I was already in the middle between you and.
So because I didn't know someone was higher than you, and I was just like, oh man, try to give you room because I like racing with you. It's clean, it's fun, fast, and then I get nicked down, and I get hit by a car underneath me, and I just went total sideways. I was drifting on the track right in the middle of everybody.
If you want to keep racing fun with me, then don't watch my stream.
That's fine, buddy. I get it. I was yelling at you when you got in front of me. I was like, oh god damn it.
All right, guys. So let's. I believe we got Draven in here. Let's chat with the 2nd place car. Draven, you got a copy? Hey, sure there he is. There is number 6. Congratulations, Draven, on that 2nd P2 place tonight.
I appreciate it. We had a good car, but one short. Just got a little too ambitious with the preset. Just had to battle that tire wear there at the end, and didn't make it to go hard for that last segment. So it is what it is. Happy to get P2 finished. Car was good tonight. Shout out Williams. And it was definitely a contact-filled evening. It was interesting.
Right.
But battled through it. Wreck Avoidance 101. I don't know how I got through some of the mayhem, but I did, and here we are. But yeah, all in all, not a bad night. Can't complain too much, I suppose.
So yeah, Clay, you got anything for Draven?
Draven, this is broadcaster Clay. First time I've ever seen you in action in any league, and highly impressed with you tonight, bud. And know it took you a little bit to rebound there after having to pit in stage 1. But I noticed there late stage 2, early stage 3 that you had worked your way back up there. And man, I'll tell you what, you stuck with it. You had your own set of mayhem to deal with tonight. So kind of just, I don't know, talk about that from your perspective.
Yeah, man, I've been on a long hiatus. I think I stepped away for about a year or so. And then, so this is, my 4th race back, I think, of actually being on this game. And that's just one of the things I always, I don't know, had enjoyed, kind of like Kyle Larson, I guess. But I like passing people. I mean, not that I like being in the back where the mayhem's at, but it's fun to, you gotta have a challenge, right? So, I mean, I don't know. It was chaotic. It was fun. I like gripping the high line. Yeah, it was a battle getting back up there. These cars, man, they have good draft, and they try to make a move, and they stall out. So it's like, I don't know. It gets frustrating from time to time, but yeah, it was chaotic but fun.
Yeah, Draven, this is Lewis. Way to battle some adversity, man. I mean, you're kind of had some good weeks where you're just up front, kind of like Chicagoland. It was maybe a little bit more smooth than Vegas, but just made the most of it, and it's good to see you run good, man.
I appreciate that, man. All you can do is grind, right?
You got to,
Right. Well,
right.
with that being said, like I said, I want to congratulate the top 3 tonight, and we're gonna cut this broadcast here short. We got to take a little break, and we're gonna be moving into the Cup race here shortly. About 10 minutes or so, I believe qualifying is going to be starting, and I'm going to have broadcaster Clay back. Luce is going to be driving, so good luck to you, my man, and hopefully we're going to come back. We'll cut this off.
I think it'll be a doozy, so tune in, guys.
We're gonna, me and broadcaster Clay, we're going to be looking forward to that race tonight. So with that, this is Butters. We're going to sign off for tonight, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Have fun. Enjoy the Cup race.
Thanks,
I'll be
boys.
watching.